Good evening, everyone. My name is Jyoti Kumari Singh, and I am an FPM student of Indian Institute of Management, Indore. So I am doing my PhD in Strategic Management area, and today the title of my presentation is Why and How Organization Form Routines. So as we know that organizational routines are the principal concept of organization theory, and every organization has some part which is a routine task and some part which is they cannot predict. But mostly the routine task stabilizes the organization. Therefore, these routines are very important for an organization. To conduct our research, what we did is we first went to the Web of Science database to search the journals which published maximum number of papers in organizational routines. So our top three journals were Organization Science, followed by Organization Studies and Journal of Business Research. For the purpose of our today's presentation, I am only looking into organization science papers. In my future studies, I will be going into organization studies and Journal of Business Research as well. But to keep our presentation short, I'm just giving viewers only the view how organization science has conducted research in organizational routine part. So in this paper, we propose that routine builds the structure of the organization and structure of the organization shapes the routine. So in a way, organization and routine both influence each other. So what we found out that there are several methods authors have used to test or understand the organization theory. Mostly they are qualitative studies. So in mathematical studies, endpoint model we found are the promising methodology which we can use in future, and there are several authors who have already used to understand the process of routines. Purpose of our study is to review the literature that are using specifically NK model for explaining process of routine formation, and second is to develop proposition that could be tested in future with the help of NK models local search mechanism. So in NK models local search mechanism, an organization search is solution a one step different from what exactly it is already at. So and it is an incremental process, one incremental process, and in the nearby, organization searches for the solution in nearby. So therefore we are using local search mechanism to understand the process of routines. In literature review part, what we found out that for Organization Science Journal, 2016 was the year when maximum number of papers were published on organizational routines. And it kept on, like this journal has kept on publishing organizational routines papers in every year, mostly. So it seems that this area still requires researchers' attention. And this is the important question: how our routines are formed. It may help organization to understand and build routines in the future. The top manuscripts that were cited in organizational science journal were Zolo and Winter 2002, and the 10th one is Gavety 2005. So if you see that this list of 1 to 10 authors, so they have worked into routines, and their papers are into qualitative as well as into the mathematical modeling. So Zolo and Winter was the paper which was extremely cited in this area. So now we are going forward to the theory and propositions. So organization opts for the changes in routines gradually. So in routine, if the organization wants to make any change, it won't be a sudden change. They take time and they gradually make change. And this adaptive process wherein mutation occurred due to local search are tested and refined by the managers as confirmed by the Salvato in 2009. So what firms do, they try to imitate new routines through the process of local search. Therefore, we propose that firms consider incremental changes in the routine by following a local search mechanism. For our second proposition, what we say that routines dynamic literature suggests that firms seek balance between change and stability. And change in routines comes from the wear and tear, unexpected event or deliberate change by the management. So cognition, therefore, the cognition in routines leads to a stronger systematic problem solving mechanism. So while doing a routine work, the managers or the executives who are performing the routine activity, the cognition part in them will help them in solving the problem in a better way when an unexpected event or deliberate change come to the routine. So our second proposition says that cognitive capability of the organizational actors helps organizations to react mindfully at the time of unexpected disruption, and also helps in striking balance between change and consistency. Because we know that change is the very nature of our business environment, and our organization always see consistency within that change. And our third proposition, when organizational actors are mindful of their activities, the possibility of new capabilities emerging increases. So when the actors are mindful, there is a possibility that they may do the routine activity in a better way, or they may bring some change into the routine. So that can develop a new capability for an organization. And we also see that organization adapt faster when new routines develop quicker, which requires intelligent coordination, and this improves the efficiency of the routine. So therefore, our proposition 3 says that routine gives standard output for which an organization is identified when there is a change in routine, deliberate or unexpected. Mindfulness in organizational actors improves the firm performance. So if for these three propositions which we developed in our paper, we are looking for using NK model to test these propositions. So far, the questions related to formation to routines are usually tested through ethnographic studies. And NK model's local search approach is rarely used. So we are proposing to test proposition 1 using NK model's local search mechanism, and 2 and 3 by introducing cognition in local search. So the organization actor will take a local search process where it will look for the one step different from its existing status quo for the solution, but the actor will also apply his or her cognition to take that decision whether he or she wants to accept that solution or want to give up. So in this paper, the limitations of our studies are like more elaborate review of literature can be done to reach conclusions. So we are talking about only top 3 journals, but if we go into many more journals who are talking about routines and their formation, we will be able to see a better view. And since our propositions are not tested, author cannot reach the conclusion. So we cannot give a specific conclusion, but we can assure future authors that they can use this method to test these propositions, and we are also in the process of testing this proposition. Thank you very much. These are the references, few references which we have used in this presentation. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for the questions and queries related to this presentation.